Hello and welcome to the Razor Wire. Today's a bit of a big day for me because I'll be trying a new aftershave that I've been looking forward to try. It's a lavender theme. I'm using my Störtebekker lavender soap puck, and I'll get into the aftershave in a bit as I start the lather here. I mentioned in a previous video that lavender is a herald of summer, and it blossoms in June, and in late June is already the time for it to be harvested for perfumes. They put it in soaps like this one. They use it also, like I said, for perfume. Oh man, this stuff lathers so easily. Look at that. Look at that. I already have a ton. And we have our shaving cream ready. And today I'll be using my Edwin Jagger DE89. Fantastic little razor. And this is the razor that I think James Bond would use. More about that in another shave. So no further ado. This shaving cream is so easy. Störtebekker lavender. Lavender is known to have a calming effect. Its perfume is calming, which also, that restful feeling, which summer also announces. You know, summer is a time of, often for vacation, for rest. So for me, the smell of lavender is summer's arrival, the time of rest. And in this hobby, I've been quite passionate about, you know, getting into razors and getting into the soaps and things. And sometimes I think it's helpful to ask the question, what's the passion behind the passion? What's the desire behind the desire, beyond the desire? And I was asking myself that question about lavender recently. And let me concentrate on the shave, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'd like to start by saying that one of the reasons I got into traditional shaving was to have a space in my life. Just one reason among others, but I have a space in my life where I wasn't thinking about big things. I wasn't thinking about politics, geopolitics. I wasn't thinking about tensions at work. But I wanted a space where I was just thinking about something interesting. There's some other reasons as well, but you know, like a hobby, that's what hobbies are often for. It's a distraction from the things you do every day, from your daily labor. And often daily worries. And so it's ironic because I wanted to have a space, a healthy space in my life where I wasn't thinking too much about heavy things. What's funny as well is I also wanted to do this. One of the things I like about shaving is just having some time to concentrate on something beautiful, concentrate on something elegant. Yeah, a moment of elegance in my life. And but doing the video with it, it's more concentration, or more, my concentration's more dispersed. It's just a little irony, which is fine. The aftershave I'm going to be using came from a shop called Slick Boys. Slick Boys, SlickBoys.co.uk. I think that's right. You can just Google Slick Boys shaving. and they have a great online store, and they were able to, in the UK, and they were able to get me this. And I hope it's focusing. I hope you can see it. This is Barrister Mann's Lavender Aftershave, or Aftershave Splash, Aftershave, alcohol-based. I like an alcohol-based aftershave for disinfectant purposes, and also especially in the summertime, it's cooling, and my skin isn't dry in the summer. So yes, lavender. I've been thinking about that, about the calming effects of lavender and the fact that it's a herald of summer and a herald of rest. But often there's a desire in each one of us. We have desires, we have passions and interests, but there's an interest beyond or behind the interest, or a desire that lavender, that this aftershave symbolizes, or that this elegant razor symbolizes. And these are things that I would also like to talk about from time to time in my videos. So if you're here because you don't want to hear about spiritual things, because that's what I'm going to say next, you just want to know about shaving and that's it, that's fine. I'm putting it at the end so that you can click off, no problem. But this is part of my shaving journey, if we're going to say it like that. So for me, the symbol behind the symbol, the reality behind the symbol, is a desire for the new heavens and the new earth. Now, I've probably just cut to the chase too soon, but my guess is that each one of you listening, and I know that I've had the following experience, you've beheld out in creation, most likely, whether it be in the mountains or by a lake, near a forest, out in the country, or on the shore of the ocean, of the sea, or like for me, in front of a lavender field at sunset in the south of France. There are moments in our lives where we're overwhelmed by the beauty of creation, which is manifold in its aspects. It's not just the sight, it's also the sound or lack thereof, the quiet, the breeze, the smell of the air, where it all comes together, and there's almost like an ache in our soul. And I think that ache is a nostalgia for the Garden of Eden. It's a nostalgia for something that we've lost, but a place that we've never been. And I'm stealing that way of describing it from C.S. Lewis, because he talks about that, having a longing for a place that we've never been, which for him, and I agree with him, indicates that we were not made for a fallen world, but we're made for the new heavens and the new earth, which is to come. And the smell of lavender is something that evokes that with me. And I want to add that into my life's rituals, my life's liturgies, including in shaving. I'm not saying I'm going to be shaving with only lavender-scented soaps and lavender-scented aftershaves, but it is one of the reasons why I was particularly bent on getting this Barrister Mann's aftershave. So if you're in Europe, you can get it at slickboys.com. Otherwise, in the US, it's readily available because it's made in the USA. I hope it's focusing. And here we go. Here, so you can see. Ooh, I was very generous there. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's very fine. I can recommend it. If now, this smells really nice, what will it be like in the new heavens and the new earth? And so for me, I want to think of those things when I'm putting on that aftershave.